Hello everyone, I am Numara Devi and I am the leader of Group 5. Today, my group will be presenting our industrial hygiene presentation. In this group, it consists of me, Pravin, Edelvin, Yusri and Azam. So the first will be introduction that will be presented by Azam.
Hello, my name is Nur Azam bin Ramadan. Today I explain about the IOQ process. So the introduction of IOQ process means the monitoring of interior air quality in a particular location has been delegated to several groups. For monitoring interior air quality IOQ, we have chosen the computer lab at the Netherlands Maritime University College. IQ is performed between 9 a.m. and until 9:30 a.m. This process takes 30 minutes. And then 11 students were responsible for conducting the IAQ until the process was concluded. In addition, the elevated temperature inside the computer lab is a result of the tight shut windows. In this regard, students rarely use the computer lab in the afternoon and evening due to the relatively warm weather. And then the college administration has therefore implement measure to ensure that the temperature is always under control. Installation of fiber rollers and air conditioner. For illustration, so lastly, as a result, it reduces the temperature and provide comfort to both the lecturer and the student. I'm Razam and thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Hussein bin Amsani. My student ID is 122-0103-985. Today I will present about the objective of our assignment. That is indoor air quality. IAQ testing is performed at the Netherlands Maritime University computer lab to guarantee the health of the people who work and study there. The assignment called for us to work together to identify the cause of indoor air pollution in the computer lab, such as dust and allergies. Additionally, utilizing the tool, we assess the state and outcomes of variables like temperature, air velocity, relative humidity, particle content of CO2 and CO. In addition, we conduct environmental assessment of the computer lab and administer a questionnaire to the building resident using a Google form to learn more about any unpleasant experience they may have and any effort made to improve the room air quality. The goal of the renovation is to make the computer lab a healthier and more pleasant place to work while still conforming to existing IAQ regulation and guideline. That's all for me. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Dewi and I will be presenting methodology. We use three methods, which is sampling method, IAQ complaints, and investigation process and parameter usage. So the first is sampling method. Sampling is the method of choosing a portion of a data from a larger population to draw conclusions about the population. For gathering samples of dust, carbon monoxide, and carbon dioxide, there are numerous sampling techniques. The application and level of accuracy required will determine the optimal solution. Active sampling, passive sampling, and indoor sampling are typical techniques. Using a pump, passive sampling sucks air through a filter or substrate. Indoor air samplers are convenient to use in a variety of environments because they are compact and portable. We employ air sampling for this work, which requires a 30-minute reading. This procedure of gathering and analyzing air samples from an indoor setting in order to identify the concentration of contaminants present is known as an indoor air quality (IAQ) sampling. This data can be used to evaluate the health hazards posed to occupants and locate probable indoor air pollution sources. The aim of sampling is determined by the particular contaminants being sampled. For instance, although looking at the specific sources of air pollution will only include the pollutants linked with that source, examining the overall air quality in a structure may involve a large variety of pollutants. So the next is IAQ complaints and investigation process. This is the IAQ complaint and the investigation process, as you can see. So next is parameters usage, which involve three equipments, which is velocicale, dust track, and Q track. So the first is velocicale. It helps to measure the relative humidity, air velocity, and temperature. Next is dust track, which help to calculate their particulate concentration, and lastly is Q track, which help us to calculate the carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide. That is all for the methodology.
Hello everyone, my name is Praveen Siva. My student ID is 1210503392. Today I'll be talking about result and discussion. Result and discussion have divided into three parts. First is IAQ graph or IAQ sampling. Second is walkthrough inspection. Third is questionnaire. As for IAQ graph, we have 6 graphs. First is temperature, second is air velocity, third is particulate concentration, fourth is relative humidity, fifth is carbon monoxide, and sixth is carbon dioxide. As for temperature, the recommended temperature range of IAQ is 23 to 26 degrees Celsius. As you can see from the graph, the temperature is 24.1 to 24.9. This is still in the acceptable limit of the IAQ temperature. The highest temperature that is gone up was 24.9, that is on 11:03 a.m. Velocity. The acceptable limit is between 0.15 to 0.50 m/s. As you can see from the graph, the air velocity has increased and decreased drastically. This is because the students were coming in and out in the examination room, also known as the computer room. These can cause the air velocity to go up and go down. The highest air velocity recorded was at 11:03 and the lowest was at 10:54. Relative humidity, the acceptable range is between 40 to 70%. From the graph, you can see that the relative humidity is between 18.4 to 18.8. This range is below the acceptable limit. In our examination, we conclude that this is because of a few factors such as air conditioning problem or heat that generates heat. This is because during the examination, there were many people inside the room. The allowed particulate concentration limit is between 0.15 mg/m2. As for the graph above, the particulate concentration is very high, that is between 5.28 to 5.32 mg. We conclude that there were large amount of people during the examination at that particular room. This is why the particulate concentration went up. And the highest concentration was at 10:46 a.m. This is when the highest number of people were inside the room. For carbon dioxide, the allowed limit for CO2 is C1000. From the graph, we can see that the range of the graph is between 2.0 to 2.5. This is still in the acceptable limit and it is safe. For carbon monoxide, the acceptable ppm range is 10 ppm. But from the graph, we can see that the range of the ppm is between 1500 to 2500. This is from the graph, the highest ppm was at 1049, that is 2500. This is very high. As for walkthrough inspection, we have conduct a few questions and answer whether yes or no. The questions are such as order, uneven temperature, overcrowding, and many more, as you can see from the slides. For the walkthrough inspection, it is divided into 4 categories. The first is general. Second is human exposed comfortable limit. The questions are like, how many occupants are in the workplace area? The third is potential source of contaminants. The questions are like, are there any occupants are smoking? And lastly is ventilation and air conditioning. The questions are like, are dust collected in the air vents? These all questions are based on yes and no through the walkthrough inspection list. As for questionnaire, we have used Google Form to create a few questions to answer by the occupants from the building. The questions are basic questions such as background factors, nature of occupants, environmental condition, and many more. The questions are like, is the room temperature too high or is the air too dry? These questions are answered by 3 options, that is yes, also known as every week. Second is yes, but sometimes. This is between 2 to 3 weeks. And the last is no, that is never. The rest questions, as you can see from the slides. Thank you. That's all for my part.
Hello everyone, my name is Aldelvan. My student ID is 1220104068. Proceeding with the conclusion, our main finding is the poor indoor air quality in the computer room of NMUC. As we all know, poor indoor quality can impact our health, especially students and lecturers that regularly use the computer room. It may cause asthma, allergies, irritation of the eyes, nose, and throat, or even worse, COPD. Our assessment showed that the cause of the poor indoor air quality is fall odor, inadequate maintenance of the air conditioning system, and dusty carpet due to lack of cleaning service. We have proposed some recommendations to improve the indoor air quality of the computer room, which is vacuuming and cleaning the room regularly to prevent dust and dirt accumulation and minimize the build-up of dust, cleaning the areas that may be overlooked such as vents, computer equipment, and carpet. Next is conducting proper maintenance and cleaning schedule for the air conditioning system. Ensure that the air conditioning system are checked at least twice a month to prevent leaks and maintain function. Placing a houseplant is also the best recommendation we can suggest, as it can filter indoor air by absorbing pollutants and releasing oxygens. Finally, taking all the necessary precautions is crucial to mitigate the risk of negative health impact to our students and lecturers, as we are aware that it can cause many problems, not only to our health but also discomfort in performing a task. Thank you.
That is all from our group. Thank you so much for listening and have a good day.